Well, hello YouTube. My name is Paul T. and I live in Fargo, North Dakota. And today I decided to make a video about talking about some money saving tips that I have learned over the years to stretch the bottom dollar. Let's face it, in the times that we live in, such as with hellacious gas prices, now it's time to make a change for the better. And over the years, I have learned a few things that people don't usually think about on how to save money. I'm not sure if I'm going to make a regular series, but today I'm going to just talk about a few little things that may help you that you may not think about in saving money. Gas prices these days are averaging anywhere between, the national average currently is $4.50 all the way up to $7 a gallon in some places. The things I'm going to talk about apply to a single man or woman. This really wouldn't apply too much to a family because it would be probably too difficult to do, but maybe you could apply it some way to a large family. Me, I'm a single man looking to save money, and I've done very well with that over the years, just by doing a few simple things. The first thing I want to talk about is owning a car. Right now, it's an astronomical expense. Even before gas prices went up, it is still quite expensive to own a vehicle. Let's look at what goes into owning a car. You may be paying on a car. You may not be paying on a car. Either way, there's money. Every mile driven, I always say, is a dollar going down the road. You have upkeep, which can be a tremendous expense. You have insurance, fuel, anything, a speeding ticket you might get in your car. Sometimes a total car payment and expenses can exceed one's mortgage or rent, rather simply. Currently, I do not have a car. Also, I'd like to point out that I have not owned a vehicle in my name in 12 years. Some of it was for financial reasons, but now I'm to a point in my life where I do have, I've been saving money, and I've saved up my money over the years to where I'm comfortable. All because of all these little money things that I've done with my money. Like I said, some of my ideas may be extreme to people, and some people may not be willing to, make these kind of changes. But it's just a suggestion. Like I said, I know there's a single guy out there or a single woman out there who might share some of my opinions. So I'm just going to go over a few simple things that may help you save money. Number one, do not own a car under any circumstance. However, with that being said, I do understand there is a need for a car. If you live in an area that does not have public transit, or like I said, if you have kids and whatnot, you may need transportation. I'm talking about in a situation where you could use public transportation, such as a big city like New York, Miami, an average sized city would provide adequate transportation. There's two types of people out there. There's people who need a car, genuinely need a car. There's also people who just want a car. There's a big difference between the words need and want. If you want a car to simply just keep up with the Joneses and you live 2 miles away from work, why you have a car and put yourself through this unnecessary financial burden? Now, I understand everyone's wrapped differently. Not everyone's because the thing with the bus is it's time. Okay, so you got to ask yourself, do I want to spend time or money? There's not a whole lot of money going around these days with record high inflation, with gas prices that would just blow anyone away. So you have to decide, do I need to make practical changes in my life? Number two, if you need a car, I get that. I'm not saying give up your car and walk 40 miles to work. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking to people who genuinely, could find an alternative if they think about it. So think about your certain situation, where you live, and how maybe you could adjust that. If you do decide to ride public transportation, you have to allow for time. It's not like rolling out of bed and I can just catch the bus. So if you go to that lifestyle, Plan ahead. You have to plan ahead, but it will save you a fortune if done successfully. The other thing is, so for people who want a car, and I know people personally who have vehicles who cannot afford them right now, and they just run themselves in the ground. I know people who right now are not eating because they simply want a car. That is the stupidest thing I ever heard of. Because what's the sense of having a car when you're hungry? You're not doing yourself any good. But I understand everyone's different. They got to figure it out. When they get hungry enough, maybe they'll start listening to reason. But there's many money-saving tips out there you can do to save money. Like I said, this applies more to a single person willing to make some hard choices. One of the other things that I wanted to mention on money saving is if you have, there's a coffee company called Panera Bread out there. They have the most fantastic drink offer I ever heard of. It's unlimited. It's called the Sip Club or whatever, $10.99 a month, where you can get all the drinks you want, all the coffee you want, all the pop you want, the smoothies or whatever they have, for one low price of $10.99. If you have a Panera in your area, and instead of spending $3 or $4 a day for coffee, stop in a local Panera if one is available in your area. I know people right now who go into the same Panera that I'm thinking of, who spend $4 a day for drinks. Add it up, that's $127 a month. If you can take advantage of some kind of subscription for coffee, something we use every day, give it a shot. Try it out. It will save you a fortune. Nickel and dime is what kills people. People don't look at it that way. They think, well, if I'm spending $4 a day, add it up. Add it up. People think about big purchases only. They think about, okay, I went out and bought the $600 TV set. Oh, I'm going to remember that one. What you need to remember is the little things. The little things will eat you up. I used to make that mistake. I used to eat out of a vending machine all the time. It's $3.50 a day. Don't worry about it. Oh my Lord, that will get you more than anything. Pack a lunch. I'm going into my next segment. So we covered Panera or some kind of thing where you can get, food or whatever. It's like going to a gas station. Use your points effectively. If you go to a gas station, a lot of them offer many reward programs. Utilize those things. I'm telling you, it will save you money. Kind of going back to public transit, if you do decide to ride public transit, get a bus pass. I know many people currently, even right now in Fargo, North Dakota, where I live, that people will, I'm spending $4 or $5 a day on the bus. Well, I don't understand it. Why don't you just get a pass for one low price? Well, I don't want to put that kind of money down. Well, have you added up what you're spending? Instead of a pass here is like $35. If you're putting $4 or $5 down, add that up. And people don't realize these simple little mistakes that will just drain you dry. Okay, take a little walk with me. We're going to take a little tour here